Hello to all of my star spas. I know you haven't heard from me in a while. I hope you all enjoyed this general reading. I may change the name of this channel. I haven't decided yet, but I think I will. Okay. I'm not sure yet. But if I do, still come hang out with me. Appreciate you all. We're going to get into a general reading. King of Rods, Six of Rods. Some of you all are a fire sign or you have heavy fire placement. You may be leaving something behind. This could be you deciding to leave almost like some level of popularity to move into another form of popularity, whatever that means. Okay, let's see what's coming out for you. Maybe you have a lot of suitors. Maybe you have a lot of people like who are interested in you. And maybe it was a lot of people you were dating or something like that. So maybe you're leaving that behind to be in an energy where you're being in a one person relationship or relationship with just one person and you're getting support that way or something like that. Maybe people are happy to see that. Tower moment. Queen of Rods. Two of Rods. Four of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant card, something traditional. So this, for some of you all, this is even a marriage. What's up under that? The Empress card. Some of you all, this is a marriage that you were putting a lot of time and effort into. But for some reason, there's some sort of significant change here. A lot of change has been in the air lately. And so I feel like a lot of you all have been going through different things in your life, right? You want to see something change for the better for yourself anyway. I kind of feel like you had to make a choice between yourself and someone else. You had to make a choice whether you were going to put them first or keep putting them first or putting yourself first. So I do feel like you were at some sort of crossroads or you are at a crossroads about this tower moment, like how you should deal with it. And you may be turning your back on it just because you don't want to have to keep focusing on it anymore. For some of you all, you met somebody new. You met someone new, and this is somebody who you feels like it's a like-minded connection. Somebody who you feel like is more on your speed, or they're your soulmate or something like that. I do feel like with this Queen of Wands and this Magician card, you both kind of give each other energy. You kind of vibe off of each other. Somebody gives you power in some way. Somebody, it's almost like, you know how you are energetically connected to people. It's like this person gives you a lot of good energy, a lot of good power, a lot of good feedback. They almost make you feel like you can face anything in this world. And so you've turned something, there's something like new turning in your life, some sort of change coming about. You deciding to move forward from a situation. And I feel like you may be called selfish around this time. Somebody may be calling you selfish, saying you're only thinking about yourself. You're holding onto a grudge. This is the reason why you don't care about a tower moment happening. We're going to get deeper into the reading to find out why this tower moment happened or whatever. But it does look like you are holding on to what you have right now and you're unapologetic about it. So you are with this Knight of Swords kind of standing up for your beliefs, or you're standing up for the change that you have created for yourself. Somebody kind of are in their feelings about a decision that you made for you. Why is this Tower moment here? Why is the Tower moment here? Why is this Tower moment here? The Star card and the Three of Pentacles. So you were giving a lot. You were giving everything you got to a situation. You were committed to something. Some of you all are Aquarius. Some of you all are Scorpios, Aries, or either Capricorns. You were giving so much to this connection. It was unbelievable. You kept, it's like the more someone asks for something, the more you would give. No questions asked. I'll work on this. I'm going to work towards this. I'm going to, put that extra effort in. I'm trying to reach a goal here. Let's be a team, something like that. But you wind up in this Nine of Swords energy all in your head, and you may have some sort of regrets about how traditional something is, or who you went to, who you trusted with some sort of advice. Maybe someone told you to marry this person. Maybe somebody told you that you really looked up to them. You respected their opinion. This could have been a religious leader or somebody who's deeply into, they could be any religion, but they may be deeply religious. And maybe you were following their lead. This could have been another married person. This could have been another married person who wanted you, who you went to, you trusted, and you asked them, like, what should I do? I'm at a crossroads. Should I leave this life behind that I'm living and, move forward with something else? And I kind of feel like somebody told you to do it. And I do feel like you were apprehensive about it. The choice that you didn't even feel good about some sort of choice you made when you made it. You were in your head about it when you made the choice. You didn't even feel good about it. That's why you had to go to somebody and ask and try to get all this reassurance from somebody. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like somebody, you stroke someone's ego by even asking them for advice in the first place. And it doesn't mean that they didn't have your best interests at heart. I just kind of feel like they were impressed that you would even come to them and ask them, And so I feel like they told you to move forward with the situation, but there was something in your past that you weren't quite finished with, or you were apprehensive about moving forward with it, and it put you in some sort of state of stress. Six of Cups here, Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Wow. So I feel like you got into a connection where you wind up being more of the giver and someone else wind up being a lot, like receiving a lot from you. And I feel like it kept you in an energy where it was almost like you felt like you were trapped. But you were already apprehensive in the beginning before you got into something. So you kind of felt like you were trapped in some way. You wind up giving, 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 giving. And it looked good to everyone else. But on the inside, it's almost as if you were trying to impress everyone on the outside. Or maybe you were trying to impress this Hierophant by showing that you could take care of someone so well, or take care of this family so well. But on the inside, it was tearing you up. Some of you all are working yourself to the bone to make sure someone else is accommodated or well taken care of. You're almost even burning yourself out, creating some sort of mental trap for yourself. This is what I feel like you were going through. And this is the reason why you wanted to get out of something, because you wanted to be with a more like-minded person, somebody who gave you fire, pizzazz, energy, someone who didn't make you feel drained or something like that, but somebody who actually refilled your cups in life. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. I kind of feel like you stayed in a situation for ego purposes, even if there was a lot of conflict around it. You were also worried about what people were going to say. Gossip, people gossiping about the fact that a relationship ended, because to the public, it could have looked amazing. And I feel like you did. You built some very good moments. I do feel like you built some very happy memories. But it's just like the longer you get into this, the more you're losing yourself. This is what I see. And this is why you want to kind of move on from something and meet someone who's more like-minded. You want somebody who, again, who is going to add to this connection, add to you, not constantly take from you. But there's an energy here where maybe you're trying to accommodate the families, maybe, to their family, your family, you kind of want everyone to, maybe you all come off as the perfect family. Like you're just just a good group, and behind closed doors, this has always been something that has kind of bothered you on the inside. I feel like you didn't even tell your person that deep down inside that you were kind of almost forcing yourself into a connection. Maybe people told you you need to be married by a certain age. Maybe people told you it's something that someone told you. They gave you some sort of advice, and I do feel like they did it with the right intentions. I don't feel like it was with malicious intent at all, but they did not understand how you were truly feeling inside because you didn't express it. And I do feel like this situation here, this has been you trying to cope with your decisions and kind of wearing a mask the whole time, telling everyone how happy you are, but deep down inside feeling almost trapped. And the deeper you got into that, the longer you stayed into something, it's almost as if the more you started worrying about what it was going to look like if you made a U-turn to get out of it, if you planned your exit plan. This Four of Swords here is turning into I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles is turning into an Eight of Pentacles and Three of Cups. So I'm going to tell you something. Maybe you won't have that many people rooting you on in this new connection, but you still will have someone kind of rooting you on. Someone happy to see that you and someone are uniting. I feel like you're going to almost have to, like you had to almost walk away with just what you could carry or what was in your hand or what you could fit into your car or, something like that. Maybe you had to leave a lot behind so you can rebuild somewhere else, but you're more happier. You have less tangible things, but more emotional fulfillment, something like that. And I do feel like someone is understanding about that. They get that. They want to see you happy too. It may not be everybody who was supportive of this other connection, but I feel like you were drowning in that other connection. Why is this Knight of Swords here? Yeah, you're so much happy and you're standing up for what you believe in, the change that you decided to make. You've taken some sort of charge of your life. You're no longer worried about accommodating the public, the families, everybody else. Everybody has a say, an opinion. Everybody got something to say. You're no longer worried about that and you're standing up for your decisions. And I feel like you're happier now. You're freaking as happy as a damn, shoot. You're as happy as you've been in a long time. Now, finally, you're optimistic about the future. Where I feel like in some sort of connection you were in, the damn future looked like hell on earth. It looked like a prison or something. Now you feel a little more free. You feel like you can kind of do something for yourself. You feel like things can turn around in an amazing way. You can make some plans, real plans. And you're standing up for that. The Tower moment, but it calls the Tower moment in someone else's life. What's up under that Tower moment? Page of Cups there. And then the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you are being honest about what you feel at this time. You're being really honest about who you want to be with, how you feel, and what makes you happy. Where are my other cards? I'm going to, for these, because this is new. This is a new connection you're in. Some of you all are a Capricorn. Some of you all are an Aquarius. Some of you all are a Scorpio. You could be a Gemini. You could be a Taurus. You could be an Aries. What else do I see out here? Virgo, Pisces, Leo. Capricorn again, Virgo again, Pisces, Aries. Sorry about that, air sign. Yeah, so there's a number of zodiac signs out here, and I kind of feel like you're at you're in the energy now. You just want to see, you just want to be happy. You may feel like you don't want to spend the rest of your life in a situation. Maybe you gave somebody, let me see, that's 10, 15, 16, 17 years out of your life. And you went into it kind of apprehensive anyway. And you feel like you don't want to waste any more time. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste their time. Some of you all, you gave somebody 3 years. Some of you all, you gave somebody 5 years. Some of you all, you gave somebody 17 years. Okay, but what is this new energy here? So it's like, this is what you're deciding to leave behind. And of course, you built so many memories and so much with someone else, but it was almost like you were almost like you were living someone else's life, like a shell of yourself. You weren't even happy in this connection. You actually went into it because you felt like this is what everybody else wanted for you, but you didn't even want that for you. Okay. At the time it didn't, but you're being true to yourself now. Okay, why is this Two of Cups here? Why is the Two of Cups here? Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So you've made a plan and to put into place. This may even be somebody, oh my goodness, okay. This may be someone who from your past that you haven't spoken with in a very long time. This could have been the person who you felt like you should have married, or you should have, you know how that this is the one that got away. It's that this is what I'm feeling. This is almost like you feeling like a kindred spirit, like you had a deeper connection with someone, but you went to someone else because that's who everybody else said you should be with. And it just looks like with this Judgment card here and this Knight of Pentacles, your plan is to be true to yourself at this point. Your plan is you're hoping that someone will forgive you for spending so many years with someone who they weren't even happy with. You're even trying to forgive yourself for wasting someone else's time, for not being true to yourself, and to really not, it's almost like you feel guilty because you didn't put this effort in and this time in and to the person who really had your heart. So it's like you're putting some sort of plan in place with this Knight of Pentacles. You're doing something out the kindness of your heart, and you're putting some sort of plan in place because you want to fix something. You want to right a wrong from the past with someone who you truly do love, someone who has always had your heart. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? You're going to have to push through this. This is going to be something that you're going to have to push through. But remember, I said, I feel like, you know what? I feel like this is someone who you've always had a lot of passion for. Something almost is like you're letting all of these burdens go. Because I feel like you were in the past, you're thinking about how many burdens you were carrying and how hard you had to keep trying to push through every single year just to be in a connection. Something is about to be so much lighter and easier, and it feels like a new connection here. It's like you're lifting your burdens. You're dropping all of these wands, so you can hold one and just focus on one person. I even feel like, and this could be wrong, I could be wrong, but I feel like even some of you all, you weren't as faithful to this person as, you would like people to believe. Because you really weren't, you were always searching for some sort of past person in everyone else. And roles can be reversed. So this could be how somebody did you, Knight of Swords here. Again, fighting for your, for what you believe in, standing up for yourself, creating some sort of change, and something happening quickly too. I kind of feel like you don't want to waste any more time on someone who's not for you. You're willing to do whatever it takes to make a connection work. But I also want to see something because, over time, people change. Maybe this person when you all separated, they were one way and you went on with your life with someone else. And times have changed. They've changed. You've changed. So this is you all getting to know each other and pushing through a lot of differences of who you've become now. And then trying to become one. So let me see what else is coming out for I want to see what the oracle cards have to say about this. And some of you all are not faking a funk anymore. You're like, I'm tired of that. Like, I have one life to live, and I'm going to make sure I'm living it with the person I want to be with. I want to be happy. I want to be, they may not be who they used to be. I may not be who I used to be. But this is who you feel like is connected to your heart. This is where your heart has always been. And gosh, that has got to be, that's like self-cruelty to be in a connection for so long and pretend. I do feel like it wasn't all pretend. It was, you did grow feelings for someone, but you always had this person, this ex, this someone in the back of your mind as the one who got away, the one who you should have married, the one who you should have had a long-term connection with, the one who you should have grew old with, or something like that. 11th house, Aquarius energy here, community. So we are in that year of Aquarius here, but we're in the moon of Aries. And so I kind of feel like in the past, you let the community kind of push you into something. And the community could be your own family members or your circle of friends or whoever. You kind of let them kind of push you into something. But deep down inside, you weren't being true to yourself. And this reading is general, so it's not going to apply to everybody. But with that Aquarius energy, this is almost like you putting others before yourself and finding a way to adjust or acclimate to that new life to the best of your ability. And then finding intelligent ways to get through really hard obstacles that you feel like wouldn't have even been so hard had you just stayed true to yourself. Why is this? The Sun card here, yeah. So I don't know who this is, but they're going to make you very happy. And you're happy just to be with them, just to be in their presence. You feel like you can be yourself with whoever this is from your past. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to be phony. You don't have to kind of, this is somebody you could fart around. You can burp around. I'm not trying to be gross or anything like that, but you could, like, seriously, like, you can have, they understand your weird jokes. They understand something. They get you. You get them. And you feel like you haven't been able to have that kind of real you moment in a very long time, trying to accommodate so many other people. Aries. So maybe some of you all are Aries. This could be you. I say we're in the moon of Aries, so Aries may be significant here. Or maybe the person that you wind up being in a long-term relationship with or was married to is an Aries. You have the moon card here, perception. The moon card could be, you have the sun and the moon. Wow. And look at where it's landing at. So whoever this person from your past was that you felt like you really wanted to be with, they felt like the sun and the moon to you. The sunrise and the sunset. You could spend the whole day with them from sun up to sundown and be happy with that. This is somebody who you hated being away from. But for some reason, you went with what everybody else wanted you to do. And you did it quickly, too. But as the years went on, you it's almost like you chipped away a little by little by little of who you really were. And you're tired of just being that false person. You're tired of this illusion, hiding how you really feel about someone, hiding who you really are. So it looks like the sun and the moon, look at this, source and perception. who you are at your core, and how people see you, how you are to other people, how you're perceived. Progression, journey. Yep. So you're going to be true to yourself and move forward in what you want. Series, nurture. Okay, so I'm going to read you with series. I'm going to read you about series, and you could just let me know if this is relatable to you. Okay? All right. Because this, I knew it had something to do with somebody who you were married to or you were with. But listen to this. Listen to what series represent. And this is the end of your reading after I read this, okay? Ceres is a dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter, named after Ceres, Roman goddess of the harvest, food, earthly fertility, and mother of Proserpina, goddess of the spring. When Pluto kidnapped Proserpina and took her to the underworld to be his queen, Ceres threatened to starve the world until she was returned. Ceres signifies our relationship to food, for better or worse, cultivation, and the safety or loss of a child. Ceres' ancient rites initiated people into the secrets of death and rebirth through the symbolic harvest. Cut the heads of grains off with a scythe, bury them, and new life arises. The action with this card is mother and be mothered. Nurture and cultivate that which is growing, whether it's the harvest from the earth, the child from the womb, or the art from the artist. Real love can mean tough love, doing what's best for your beloved, even if they hate you for it. Love and nurture your own body with healthy, whole foods. Take them as communion with the organic world. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you, loving you through hard times. Let this abundance flow through you to others. Advocate for those who are weaker, vulnerable, or dependent. If you're progeny, your project, or your harvest is being taken from you before ripening, be ready to starve the world until they are safe. Witness with strength and power. When the time is right, be willing to let go. For your progeny or creation to flourish, they must embark on their own journey. Once your job as nurturer is complete, let go and step into the next level of your own mastery. The challenge when you see this card is do not mistake smothering, enabling, or infantilizing actions as signs of love. Once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. The gift when you see this card is there is sacredness in your daily life. Loving, feeding, nurturing, gardening, and being in family, whether chosen or biological, are all part of a powerful spiritual path. The mother holds you. So, again, some of you all have been in some sort of energy where you've grown some sort of love. I'm sure you have love for the person you were with all that time. You may even have children with this person, you know? And maybe your children are not so understanding as to why this is ending. Mom, why are you ruining the family by leaving? Why, Dad, why are you ruining the family by leaving? Maybe you stayed until the children were grown or of age. Maybe you waited until they were 18, 19 years old. I don't know. But it's like you did something so you could make sure that they had some sort of life, but did you really do them any good by being in a connection that you felt like you had to be in? Were you truly your best self in those moments, in that connection? Or were you feeling like you were a shell of yourself because you had to pretend at times? And I just feel like you're no longer willing to pretend. You want some sort of life that you feel like is fulfilling for you, and this is how you want to spend the rest of your days. You don't want to be selfish and hold on to someone and block their blessings when they could find their true love because you want to find yours. You don't want to smother them, and you don't want your kids to see you being in a false relationship any longer. This is why I said you may not get a lot of support by being with someone new. I see only one other person with these two people here with that Three of Cups kind of celebrating your happiness. You may only have one other person, and you may get a lot of pushback from everyone else, your family, their family, the community, who knows? But I feel like you're standing up for it because you're happy. You can be who you are. You can release secrets. You can speak on your perception and be understood, and you want to know what this person's journey has been like since they've been away from you. You want to share what your journey has been like since you've been away from them. But you feel this is someone who you feel like this new person is someone who you feel like they're really not new, because it's almost as if this is someone from your past who maybe you were not with them for a very long time, you know? So that is the end of your reading. You're more than welcome to hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section if you like. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Go please head over to the Star Spot channel, and you can check that channel out as well if you want to know anything about Pisces, because everything about Pisces is over on that side, okay? All right, so that is the end of your reading. And it looks like with this progression here and journey, this is a journey that is going to, it's almost like it's going to stand the test of time because you're really happy with where you are and you're optimistic about the future. Beautiful. All right. Talk with you all later.